Hi, my name's Scott. I'm the founder of Stage.com, and I'm about to show you how I made $384,000 last year by getting hundreds of websites ranked at the top of Google.com and by capturing the attention of tens of thousands of people in the social media networks like Facebook and Twitter. And what I did with all this traffic coming from the Google search engine and from social media is I redirected that traffic to other websites that I'm a part of, or websites where I sell stuff. This includes affiliate marketing programs, network marketing programs, selling ClickBank products, you name it. There's tons of things on the internet that I sell, and I do it all using this traffic from my system. So I want you to imagine a system, my system, that allows you to create an unlimited number of one-page, very powerful websites, and 99% of the work is done for you for creating these websites. You simply point and click on a couple of options and bam, it's live on the internet for you. And the number one function of these websites is to generate insane amounts of free traffic for you. Now, what you do with this traffic is totally up to you. If you belong to affiliate marketing programs or multi-level marketing programs, direct it to those websites. If you want to sell stuff on ClickBank or already sell stuff on ClickBank, well, now you've got a ton of free traffic to sell even more. I even give you a Stage.com business website that comes along with my system, and you can redirect the traffic to that and make huge commissions on the side. Now, the secret to my system, the secret to you making a lot of money with my system, I should say, is that once these websites are done, you don't have to go out and start spending a lot of time and money to generate this traffic or to get this traffic to start flowing in. The traffic actually finds you, and it happens almost immediately. And again, what you do with this traffic is completely up to you. And with my system, again, I said it's just a couple of, point, click, and everything's live online. It's literally a set and forget system. You set it up, and you walk away from it. And over time, that traffic will actually increase that's coming to all these websites daily, weekly, monthly. You're going to see the traffic increase. It's pretty phenomenal to watch. The final thing I want to say is that my system only uses YouTube, which you're probably very familiar with, most of the world is, the social media, which I talked about before, Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace, and all the others, and your ability to copy and paste. That's all it is. If you can copy and paste, then you've got the ability, you've got the skills required to use my system. And of course, it also uses the Google search engine. We're going to talk quite a bit about that in just a moment. Now, what I want to do is I want to prove to you that this system works. I want to show you the income that I've personally made from it, but more importantly, I'm going to show you what other people are doing and how they're making a lot of money with my system. Because of course, this is my system, it's my idea, I came up with it. Yeah, I'm going to make a lot of money with it. What's important is, can you make a lot of money with it? The answer is yes. And I'm going to prove to you that people just like you are using my system right now, and they are making small fortunes all over the internet. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to switch over to our desktop recording software so that we can dive into this system and I can show you exactly how it works. Okay, so here we are at my website at Staged.com, taking a look at the system, and it's time to show you how the system works. But first, I want to prove to you that it works by showing you some income statements that I've gained by using just my system. Now, rather than logging into all these different commission accounts and ClickBank accounts and all that stuff, I'm going to save some time by just logging into my bank account. I have my main corporate bank account in Wilmington, Delaware in the United States. And a lot of the sales income that I make using my system pours into those accounts. So let's jump right down here and take a look. As of, let's see, this is the January 2011 statement. You can see here WSFS Bank. Like I said before, it's in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm going to blow this up nice and big just to make sure you can see it. Total additions to the account for that month of January, $80,625. Let's take a look at another one. This is January to February. So the month of February, scrolling down here, make sure this is nice and big, easy for you to read. Total additions to the account, $66,551. Pretty impressive. Let's take a look at one more month just for fun. This is the March statement. Again, for 2011, same bank in Wilmington, Delaware. Total additions to my account, $89,236. So quite obviously, this system
makes money, as you can see. And I'm not showing you all this to brag. I'm showing you this as proof that the system works. More importantly, it's not just working for me. Of course it's going to work for me. Like I said earlier, it's my system. I know how to use it exactly. Let's see what other people are saying who also use my system. We get testimonials pouring in to Stage.com day after day, week after week, month after month, and it's so exciting to see what other people are saying. And we wanted to show you a couple of testimonial examples. This is from Dan in New Zealand. Dan is talking about in his testimonial the Google AdSense income has now been increased as much as $24 per day right now. And let's see, this is only using the traffic from our system, which is the Stage.com system. Total other additional income coming in on the internet, off the internet I should say, from using our system, $350 additional in income every single month. Here's another one. This is Jody in Michigan in the United States talking about her traffic doubling in 2 weeks and 37% of total traffic coming from Google. Now that is some exciting stuff. Another point that Jody made, ClickBank sales are finally up over $2,000 a month thanks to the Stage system. We talked to Jody on the phone about this, and she was saying that she's been struggling for months trying to get over the hump of that $2,000 income level that has been her goal for quite some time, and the Stage.com system is what helped her finally do it. Here we have another exciting testimonial talking about 10,000 visitors per month right now coming to their websites from the Staged system. 10,000 visitors a month. Imagine what your income would do if you had that coming to any website that you operate. Here's another person testifying to the fact that their stages are coming up in Google searches. And we're going to take a look at some of those here in just a minute to prove to you that that is the case. Here's another really good testimonial that we got in where one of our members sent us a snapshot of their Google Analytics, and these are their statistics, 21% coming from search engines. So again, we get these testimonials coming in all the time, and it's always so exciting. So okay, I've showed you the money I'm making, I've told you how it works for me, and I've showed you what other people are saying about this system. So obviously this traffic is turning into buyers. Where are these buyers coming from? Where is this traffic coming from? Let's jump into that. They're coming from two main sources. One is the Google search engine. We've already talked about that just briefly. We're going to talk about that again soon. The other method or source of this traffic, is from the social media websites, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and so on. There's quite a few of them out there. So let's get into the details about the system and explain how it's going to work for you to make you a lot of money fast. It's exciting to hear what I've done with it. It's exciting to read what other people have done with it. Now it's time to talk about you and see how we can get you making money with this system. To get started, I'll say this. With my system, what you are creating is you're creating what is called a stage. A stage is a powerful one-page website, and it's a traffic generating machine. Now, every stage contains a YouTube video, as you can see right here. This is some YouTube videos that we've just pulled from YouTube and plopped on our stages. Now, they contain that YouTube video for a very important reason, and we're going to get to that also in just a minute. Now, let's jump over to YouTube and check out some popular videos that members of this program have made very successful stages with, and it's going to help me explain to you exactly how this system works. So one stage that we found that was very successful, the individual used the Denver Official Guilty. Maybe you've seen this one, maybe you haven't. This YouTube video was posted just 2 months ago, and it already has 8,638,000 views. Imagine where that is going to be a couple months from now, because as more people see it and more people share it with other people, that traffic just continues to grow. The volume of people that are looking at it just continues to grow. Here's another one, the Mickey Mouse hot dog song. This is a video that was done that pertains to Disney. This one has had 105+ million views. That is a lot of people. Let's look at one more for the sake of time. I could sit here and show you a ton, but we'll just look at a couple here for the sake of time. For the Love of Mrs. Brown. This one has had over 3 million views. So what we have here obviously are some videos made about topics that are capturing a lot of attention, and this is why members using my system have created stages with them. Let's talk about that right now. To do that, let's jump over to Google.com, the #1 search engine that everybody in the world is using. Let's take a look at some of those topics that we just looked at in YouTube. So, Denver official guilty. Okay, here we go. YouTube comes up as the first option. It comes up as the second option out of how many search results? Over 10 million, 100,000 search results. YouTube comes up in the first two. Why? Because YouTube is owned by Google. Google loves YouTube. So if we look down here, out of 10 million search results, what do we have here? A stage. The stage that our member made is coming up in the #3 position on the first page of a Google search result out of 10,100,000 options or possible search results. We're coming up in #3. A lot of it has to do with putting that YouTube video on the stage account. Again, Google loves YouTube because they own them. Let's take a look at another one, the Mickey Mouse hot dog song. 1,410,000 search results. We've got YouTube, of course, coming up at the top again. Here's YouTube in #4. Who's in #5 out of almost 1.5 million search results? Staged. That member who made that stage using that Mickey Mouse hot dog song is in the #5 position on the first page of Google. Let's take a look at just one more here. For the Love of Mrs. Brown, that's another one that we checked out. If you scroll down here, what do we have on the first page of Google? It's in the last position, but it's still on the first page of Google. And as you might know, when you're on the first page of those Google search results, you are in the money. And this one is coming up as number, what would that be, 10 or so, out of almost 2 million possible search results. So again, I could sit here and I could show you hundreds of stages ranking at the top of Google, but I think you get the point. This is proof right in front of your eyes that my system will get you to the top of Google out of millions of possible search results. And when you're at the front page of Google, you are making some serious money. I have made hundreds of thousands of dollars last year, and as you saw from the income statements for these initial months of 2011, I'm on point to double that income. So now let's take a look at a few examples of some hot stages, some other stages other than the ones that are on the topics that we just looked at from these Google, that we saw ranking at the front of Google. Let's take a look at some other ones, and just to show you some different themes and to show you what people are creating. These are not stages that I made. These are stages that other members using our system have created. So here we have one stage. Every stage, again, we have a ton of themes that you can pick from and different background looks. And the stage will start playing, the video, this is the YouTube video, will start playing. Obviously someone went with humor here. And when you scroll down, you can see there's a place where people can post comments. There's places where you have banner ads and text links and more ads to the staged website. So there's one stage, and we're just going to run through a few examples. And then we'll pause on the final example, and we'll talk a little bit about it. So here's another stage, totally different look. We'll just pause that video for a second. This is someone who actually made a YouTube video about the Stage.com business. So they're building a stage to funnel traffic to their stage business by people seeing it and clicking around on this stage, and they end up clicking on some of these banners. So this is a great stage theme that we have here, kind of that tropical, islandy look. Let's take a look at just one more stage, and we'll pause on this one, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Now, as we said, every stage, we'll pause the video, every stage has some common things. The first, which is very critical, is the web page has to look good. This is a one-page website. It's got to look good. It's got to have good graphics. It's got to look clean. It's got to be clear. It can't be cluttered. This is why we have a professional design team on staff that makes tons and tons of stage themes so that you could consistently pump out stage site after site after site after site and never run out of themes to choose from. The other thing is, as we've already mentioned, every stage has a YouTube video. So when you insert a hot video from YouTube on your stage, as you now know, it automatically ranks high in Google. Second, people will want to share your stage video with others. If it's a funny video or just a good video or a heartwarming video or whatever, they're going to want to share it. We've made it extremely easy for viewers of your stage to do just that. Right down here, if you like the video, share it by clicking on the Facebook and Twitter and the other social network links that we've got sitting right here on the stage. People can easily share their videos, and people do share their videos, as you'll see in just a second. The people share these stages all over social networks, and it's a huge source of free traffic. The next thing these stages have are ad space. They have banner ad space at the top. They have Google AdSense down here on this, over here on the side to the right of the video. We heard people making reference to that in their testimonials that they were sending in. And then yes, we have more banner space down here, and you can fill up this whole entire area with more and more banners using the system. So quite obviously, it's a drop-dead simple system. You haven't seen anything here that is tricky. You've got a hot-looking one-page website called a stage with a popular video on it. Your stage ranks at the top of Google because of the hot topic of the video, and people watch that video and they share it with other people using the social media links. And people start, who look at it, it starts with 5 people seeing it, and then 20, then 50, then 100, then hundreds and thousands, and it just keeps building. And before you know it, a percentage of these people that are seeing your stage are clicking on these banners, and they're being taken to wherever you want these banners to direct them to, and you're making money when they buy whatever you're selling at those other websites. Now, I want to show you one final image, which is a Google Analytics snapshot. Just to nail the point home, this is for April 1st to April 27th. One of our members created a stage starting out at 0 traffic and wanted to show us how her traffic has been growing. She has a total of 33,637 views during this amount of time, and as you can see, this is 500 visitors in this one day on April 27th. And you can see how the traffic just grows and grows and grows. Why does it grow? Because people like to share videos. People are clicking that Facebook and Twitter and so on. They're clicking those links and they're sharing your stages with other people, and the stages are coming up high in Google.com as we looked at earlier. So anything, okay, a final thought I want to leave with you. Anything like search engine optimization, pay-per-click search engines, Google AdWords, paying somebody to get your site at the top of Google, it's going to cost you a small fortune if you don't already know that. That's why people have become professionals in the field of search engine optimization. At Stage.com, with my system, as you've now seen, the traffic starts at 0 and it increases to hundreds of people per day seeing your stage, clicking on your banners, going to other websites where you sell stuff, and buying those things, generating sales on the internet for you. And the traffic is free. And again, the best part is about all this, aside from being free, it continues to increase over time without you spending more and more money to make that traffic increase. I urge you to try and show me any other advertising source on the internet today that increases your traffic more and more over time, that brings you online customers purchasing whatever you want to sell, and it's free.
I'm going to wrap this up by saying that using our system to create stages is seriously kindergarten level work, and that's no exaggeration. With just 9 clicks of your mouse, you go from start to finish of the process of making a stage. As long as you know how to copy and paste with your mouse, if you don't, we're happy to teach you. It'll only take about 4 or 5 seconds max. If you can copy and paste with your mouse, you've got the skills required to make stages. The other cool thing about this system is that the minute you hit the save button on any stage you're making, it's automatically online. You don't have to worry about uploading files to the internet. You don't have to worry about web hosting and all that. The technical side of everything to do with the internet and websites is taken care of for you by our system. Another cool feature is that you can make an unlimited number of stages with our program. We don't limit you to 4 or 5 stages. You can make as many as you want, which basically means your income opportunity with this program has no limits as well. Simply put, the more stages that you might decide to make, the more money you stand to make on the internet. I'm going to leave you with this final thought. We offer a 30-day full money back guarantee. So if you click that join button right below you there and you get in on this and you try it for the first 30 days, make stages, make some money, Most importantly, have fun with it. And if for whatever reason you change your mind and you want out, all you got to do is contact our support team, which is always here to help you. Ask them for a refund. They'll hit the refund button. No questions asked. No harm, no foul. So we hope you try out Stage today. It's a lot of fun. It's a riot to use. It's easy. And it can make you a lot of money, most importantly. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.